Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from... Coach, what did you like to see from your teams at this point of the season?
Well, you would think, Kevin, that at this point, we would be making fewer mistakes, and especially mental mistakes where we break down. There's always going to be physical mistakes. You're going to have some turnovers. Hopefully they're not out of carelessness. But you shouldn't be missing rotations or not executing a play, not setting a screen. Execution and attention to detail should be good by now.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Inside for him, it's Martin next to Embiid. Running the wings, it's Oubre and George. And it's Maxey in at the point guard. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. And their biggest concern, of course, it's figuring out a way to guard Joel Embiid. Coach said Embiid presents all types of issues. He can post you up, knock down the three. We'll have to send multiple bodies at Embiid to keep him in check. We'll see how they try to defend him. It won't be straight up. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sexton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot up.
Sexton kicks to Williams. Pass to Markkanen. Another miss by Utah.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Oubre passes to Embiid. Kessler with the rebound. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Markkanen finds Williams. The Jazz working the ball around now. Martin with the block. It's George on the wing. Hits the three-point bomb. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at Utah. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
Right now for the Jazz, they've got to make some changes at the end of the season. That much is clear. Not sure whether that goes for the coaches or the players or both, but something has got to change.
And we had a feeling this is how their season was going to go. But that doesn't mean it has to continue. The pressure is on for this franchise to turn things around.
looking very mobile on his drives. Markkanen hard to stop the 7-footer when he's on attack.
Embiid the screen. Oubre for three. Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. Kessler setting the pick for Williams. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And bottom line, they found ways to score. Credit the game plan going in. It was right on the money.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
The open look here for Sexton. Drills the three-pointer.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
George sets a screen for Martin. Pass to Embiid. Pulls up. The shot will not fall.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Markkanen from outside. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Back to Embiid. Oubre outside. 5 to shoot from the arc. That one's not going to go. Utah trailing here. Outside, Sexton. Out to Clarkson. Williams against George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Jazz shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Oubre. And the free throw, no good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Jazz making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. The 76ers, number 1.
I mean, you love their aggressiveness, not settling for one shot offensively, but really running down those loose boards and converting for extra points.
Yep, that one goes. And that's now 6 points for Colin Sexton.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside for Martin. Pass to Lowry. The three from George. Rebound, Utah.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Sexton on the wing. And again, it's Utah.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
To the middle. Lowry dishes to George. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Clarkson outside. Markkanen finds Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. Here's Clarkson. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Embiid with a screen on Sexton. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And you're not going to find a much more determined scorer than Lowry.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Philadelphia.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
Free throw good, Lowry.
You know, the savvy Kyle Lowry brings to his game is really special. He's so good at exploiting your weaknesses and causing trouble for you on both ends.
Collier on the 3 off target.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's George missing. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Jazz passing it around. Pass to Eubanks. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Maxey. That's tipped. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by George. Eubanks with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Potter. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Potter's got it all tied up now for Utah. Here's Maxey. Off target with his 3. Utah's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Juzang. There's the screen. The three-pointer, no good. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up to the 76ers. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey. But Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team. Shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Free throw good, Maxey. And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, Coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kelly Oubre.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
The 76ers leader. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Sixers have their superstar in Joel Embiid, but Coach Nick Nurse says they have to maximize him in different ways. Nurse said unpredictability is the key. We have to relieve some of the pressure. Guys are overplaying and sending multiple players at him, and we have to find easy baskets out of it. Kevin?
Makes a lot of sense, David. Thank you. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Maxey. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And back to what you said, top 5 in steals this year. Quick hands and great anticipation. And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Philadelphia shooting 47% here so far. Here's Yabusele. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
76ers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Utah trailing here. Here's Collier. Still without a basket. Jackson kicks to Maxey. It's Martin on the wing. 5 on the clock. Jackson from long range. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. From deep. Nailed from three-point land. Sensabaugh's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
.51 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And it's good for 2.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams. Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Yabusele. The 76ers leading by 4. Maxey into the lane. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Boy, Maxey just goes for it. Plays with a lot of courage.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Here's Juzang. Lets it go from deep. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Oh, man, that's like stealing 3 points. Big time finish to the quarter.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Back to the action in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Taking a look at the 76ers. Maxey and Oubre, they have the guard duties. Embiid is out there with Yabusele, and it's George in at the 3. Embiid, the pass to George. And they'll get another chance. Oh, Embiid, too tough inside.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Clarkson bounce pass. Kessler setting the pick for Clarkson. Off target from outside. Philadelphia leading by 5. Maxey in the corner. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots. Taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
Second free throw, no good.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Clarkson dishes to Markkanen. Off target from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Embiid, and it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Clarkson for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
Yeah, these non-conference matchups are a good measuring stick for a team. Taking on less familiar opponents can tell you a lot.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. To end the drought. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Sexton.
Well, there's the sleight of hand by Sexton, launching quickly.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Williams, he's checked in for Utah. The 76ers also with a sub. Martin's checked in. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Markkanen kicks to Clarkson. Kessler screen on George. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Philadelphia leading by 5. Oubre passes to Martin. Embiid with the screen on Clarkson. George, no good. Utah's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Kessler finds Sexton. Jacks up a 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer. And once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
Oubre passes to Maxey. Embiid sets the pick for Maxey. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Williams has got his second bucket.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
Pass to Oubre. Outside, George. Martin with the screen for George. A three-pointer is right on target. George has got 11.
Well, he's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Now, here's Markkanen. Here's Kessler. Good D by Embiid.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D...
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And the leaping ability of Oubre Jr. When he gets inside, this guy's determined to finish.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Kelly Oubre.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And the Jazz with possession here. It's a 5-point game. The shot's good.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Martin, and finished off by Martin.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there. Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double-team him, send a second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
Pass to George. And it's sent back by Kessler. And George kicks to Maxey. For the three. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Outside, Sexton. Shot clock at 5. Shot to stop the run. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, look, if you're guarding Sexton in pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Get ready, everyone. Your senior your best move. Let's go. Get down. Next answer.
We've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. And you look at Collier. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
And it's blocked. Inside, it's stolen by Martin. Pass to Council. Now Lowry. He's got 5. Here's Yabusele. Banked in off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 9.
Well, Lowry is a veteran playmaker. He's going to spot those openings on the floor.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, last season, a full 14 teams finished with between 46 and 51 wins, with plenty of teams in the picture. Adam Silver is thrilled with the level of competition. He says, I think what fans ultimately want is to see great competition across the league. Kevin, it's certainly fun to watch.
It is, David. Bring it on, I say. The more, the better. Here's Collier while recovering. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-5 run. To the inside. Here's Yabusele.
And that's a smart read by the veteran Lowry. He's so good at seeing the floor.
Pass to Filipowski. Williams with the ball. From deep. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Martin's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Lowry. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And the Jazz making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again. And then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Yabusele. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Yabusele's got 7 points for the quarter. Here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. 8 points his last outing. Lock at 6.
76ers foul. Reggie.
For Utah, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
Second team foul.
Shooting 2.
For the Jazz, Sensabaugh. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Eubanks, he's checked in for Filipowski. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Lowry. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
Well, there's the craftiness of Lowry. He's always excelled at drawing fouls.
Taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. And he's good on the second. Jazz trailed by 18. Here's Juzang. 5 points in the game. Six to shoot. From the arc. No good that time. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. 76ers lead by 18. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Joel, you've got the lead, so how do you build on that as the game continues?
Just keep being aggressive. I thought we did a good job defensively, so we just got to keep being aggressive and making plays.
Hey, they always build off of their defense here. Thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. So close. Give it up for the participants.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
A lot of high flyers on this list. I've seen what they can do in-game. Curious to see what they can do on the big stage when the lights are bright.
It's hard to go wrong with anyone from this group. I'm glad we have a front row seat.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the 76ers.
They love to run. At times, it looks like a layup line. They can hit the three, but tough matchup for your transition D.
Yeah, they've made it a race, but only one team has shown up. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The guard and off guard are Clarkson and Sexton. Williams is out there with Markkanen. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group right now for Utah.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Bounce pass from Williams. Markkanen finds Williams. Jazz passing it around. Goes up on the wing. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 20.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Pass to Markkanen. No good on the 3. The 76ers leading by 19. To the paint. Outside for Martin. Oubre with it. George with no one around. That doesn't go either for George. Clarkson with the ball. Markkanen a screen on George. And that one good from Clarkson.
Yeah, not the most accurate three-point shooter, but Clarkson makes enough to keep you honest.
From deep, George made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Here's Sexton, buries it down low. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Martin wide open, he fires, and a miss there on the triple. To the middle, out to Clarkson. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Right side, Maxey. Back to George. Sinks the triple. George has got 23 points.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You take a look at the 76ers. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference.
Well, I think for the Sixers, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, I just don't know what has happened to them. You get the sense that their frustration is starting to reach a breaking point, too.
And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Here's Embiid. Misses the baby hook. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Utah. They trail by 14. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Maxey passes to George. Now Oubre Launches a three. Drills it from outside. Oubre's got his third basket of the night right there.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Kessler, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And how do you stop Kessler at his size? He's a load.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep, and until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Out to the right wing. Fades away. Oubre pulls it in. The 76ers leading by 15. Maxey with it. 11 points in the game. Embiid with a screen on Clarkson. Another three for Philadelphia.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Oubre finds Maxey. Here's Embiid, and the 76ers tack on two more.
And this is the beauty of Embiid's game. He has a shot from anywhere on the floor.
Kessler passes to Clarkson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
Well, look, Clarkson is a great guy to have in your lineup simply due to his versatility.
And Utah making a change here. Filipowski's checked in. That one is no good. Boy, Stan, think of it. How many teams could use the defensive versatility that Caleb Martin brings to a team into the floor?
Yeah, look, Kevin, he's capable of guarding 4 positions on the floor, plays a lot bigger than his size would indicate, and gives his team a lot of flexibility with rotations.
He brings such great energy, doesn't he, stand off the bench? I know he has started, but his bench play can really affect a game.
Yeah, and that's a great thing, too. He can start, come off the bench. This guy will give you whatever you need.
Well said. The free throw drops for Embiid.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Well, he has owned this quarter, a major reason they're up right now.
Pass to Filipowski. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler, a screen on Martin. Filipowski. Sexton for 3. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for the 76ers. Yabusele, he's checked in for Martin. Reggie Jackson comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Kyle Lowry subbed in for Maxey. And here's George. He's got 25. Here's Embiid. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside. Jazz trailed by 18. Here's Sensabaugh. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Sensabaugh's got 8 points.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Lowry. He's putting up 6 points a night, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Yeah, and talking to his coach, this team expects more from him. And that's a good problem to have as a player. It means your team believes in your abilities.
Yabusele kicks to Jackson. The 76ers again can't hit it. Utah has gotten the third quarter to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Jazz have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And that one misses. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. And that will be game 3 of 6 played away from home.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
To the right side. Pass to Juzang. Launches it. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And Jackson throws it down hard.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you.
Here's Sensabaugh. 8 points for him. Outside Jackson. Back to Lowry. Embiid sets the pick for Lowry. His 3-pointers off the mark. Jazz trailed by 19. We've got 1:48 left in the third. Down low. Pass to Juzang. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick. Offensive rebound. Potter nails the baby hook. Potter's got his second basket of the game.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Embiid the screen. Lowry inside the line. And again, it's Philadelphia.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The 76ers leading by 19 points. Jackson dishes to Embiid. Jackson kicks to George. Embiid with it. Pass to Yabusele. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by George. Shots good by Filipowski. Philadelphia shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Here's Yabusele. He's got 9. Embiid the screen. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Yabusele out there with Caleb Martin. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Lowry. And it's Embiid in at the center, locking down the middle. Just 2 to shoot. And it's Collier missing. The 76ers leading by 20. Martin finds Maxey. Martin with the screen for Maxey. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Jazz. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Kessler. Over Maxey. Kessler, no good. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Shoots over Collier. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Well, that's only his first turnover of the game, but you know he'd like to have that one back.
And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in. The 76ers leading by 22. Pass to Yabusele. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. So Stan, I've been wondering about these different approaches. The development system for youth basketball is vastly different in the U.S. than in Europe. Which do you think is best?
Well, I think in terms of developing skills, Kevin, we've seen it. The European players of all sizes have very well-rounded games skill-wise. They do a lot of work on a daily basis developing those skills, whereas in the U.S., our young guys play a lot of games in the AAU system. Skill development not as strong, but they do learn to compete on an everyday basis.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Markkanen. And he lays it straight in.
Yeah, he was showing some muscle there. Markkanen is so tough to contain at times.
Outside, Maxey. Back to George. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Pass to Sexton. On the wing, Markkanen. Defended by George. Markkanen can't get it to go. Philadelphia leading by 22. Outside Lowry. There's the triple, and George gets it to go. George has got 31 points.
Well, he's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Markkanen, good.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. Markkanen is a pure shooter.
Maxey kicks to George. Left side, Lowry. Pass to Yabusele. And here's George for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Now Markkanen out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Man, this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Jazz. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Oubre's checked in. That one falls.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Pass to Sensabaugh. The Jazz working the ball around now. Inside, here's Markkanen, and Markkanen throws it down.
So good to see Markkanen using force on his finish.
Here's Yabusele. He's covered by Kessler. Here's Lowry. And he gets the bucket.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Sexton kicks to Markkanen. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got assist number 5 here tonight. Maxey looking it over. They set the pick. Beyond the arc. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson. One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way, you're right. Embiid, he's checked in for Yabusele. Philadelphia leading by 20. Oubre finds Lowry, fires the 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Kessler passes to Clarkson. Over Maxey. And that one comes up a bit short. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. 3-pointer, Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it. Lowry kicks to Embiid. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Clarkson dishes to Markkanen. Puts up a 3. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. Lowry can't get it to go. Pass to Clarkson. Kessler with it. Covered by Martin. And here's Sexton. Knocks down the 3 ball. Sexton's got 28.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
The 76ers leading by 22. Clarkson against Lowry. Takes it inside. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
Lowry showing he still has that burst.
Kessler finds Markkanen. Clarkson outside. Kessler setting the pick for Clarkson. Count the basket. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Markkanen looking it over. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Markkanen's got a couple of 3-pointers now in the 4th for the Jazz. Here's Maxey. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Kessler, a screen on Oubre. The shot by Sexton, no good. The 76ers leading by 23. Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's on Jordan Clarkson.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
Take a break. 2 shots.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Maxey hits them both. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Here's Lowry, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Cody Williams.
Oh, such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. And Kyle Lowry drops them both. Utah with the ball. Clarkson passes to Kessler. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer, and it falls over the rim and in. Sexton's got 12 points here in the second half. Jackson against Clarkson. Jackson misses. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Jazz. Markkanen kicks to Williams. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Drummond sets the screen for Lowry. Trains it from beyond the arc. Lowry's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Lowry can be dangerous from deep. The defense has to guard him better than this.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kyle Lowry.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Buries the long-range jumper. Sexton's got 33.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this win.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective?
I just kept moving. You know, with